The house is going to take at least 6 months then, right? 6 months then, right? 6 months then, right?
Amazon Home's incredible selection of departments to shop offered everything I needed to complete my home office renovation. We've curated the perfect space at the Whitney Port headquarters, from tables, furniture, decor, and more. If you're looking to refresh one of your spaces at home, discover Whit's picks on my Amazon storefront with the link in the description below.
It's May 11th. Here's the update real quick. Dan calls, says that in order to add the carport, we need to get that permitted, and we need a soil sample in order to get the permit. The soil sample report is going to take 10 to 12 months. So we're like, all right, let's not turn it into an ADU, and let's just make it into another bedroom. We'll still get to add the square footage. If we want to make it an ADU, we can like apply for the permits once we're in there and like do the little stuff that we need to make an ADU, including the carport, and call it a day. However, if we don't get it permitted, we can't claim the additional square footage. So there's really no point in turning the garage into a bedroom. Turning the garage into a bedroom takes us from 1,400 square feet to 1,800 square feet, and that's like $400,000 that you could sell it for. We're at to Dan to see if we can get a permit quicker for just turning the garage into a bedroom. Fingers crossed. This is like 3 big hurdles, and we haven't really even started, but whatever. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
I'm going to call Dan. You're being vlogged.
Hello, Tim.
Hi, everyone. Sorry for being confused.
No worries, guys. Are we obligated to have some form of parking?
So if you didn't want to do an ADU there, or even a junior ADU, the garage has to be large enough to accommodate the new livable space, an 18-foot minimum across the whole garage for 2 cars to park, and still have a livable space.
Got it.
So it's like a weird technicality. So it's a way they prevent people from just converting to like a livable space for like illegal rentals and stuff like that. In our case, we don't have enough space in order to meet that 18-foot requirement and then still add the livable space or even a bathroom.
Was the carport that we were trying, that messed this all up, was that going to be 18 feet?
No, see, so what it is now, what it's considered is we didn't even need technically a carport. We just needed an area to park a single car. In order to do that, that's where we were going to put it, in that area.
Let's revisit then the ADU option, since that's the only option to get the square footage. And then let's try to find a way to get a soil report and do all that stuff in the quickest way possible.
Is that what you think makes the most sense, like financial wise and also like resale wise? Because Dan said it could take 10 to 12 months to get even a soil report back. I guess what I'm saying is the headache worth like how much we're going to make back in the long run.
Exactly. My thought was, let's do the house, because the house is going to take at least 6 months then, right? 6 months then, right? 6 months then, right?
Yeah, I think that's our best bet. I mean, even if it does
Right.
go 6 months, we're already halfway there.
And guys, after the 6 months, then you'll see what you want to do with it. Even if we're putting it back on the market, we can always say, that particular part of the house is awaiting approval and completion. But the reality is that, that square footage is what adds the value on top of, obviously, the finishes, but that's really what adds the mathematical value to the house. We're talking about $1,200 a foot, times, or $1,000 a foot times, whatever the garage is.
And I don't even think we would sell this house that fast. Quite honestly, I think that what would happen is we would move in there in the 6 months as our office is, and actually really work out of there, and then live with a little bit of construction for a little while, and then likely figure out what we wanted to do with it and see if it was working with our lifestyle to use it as a business, and et cetera, et cetera.
So then the time strain is is easier to deal with.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't hold up the rest of the construction, and we can get use this as an office in the next however many months the rest is going to take, I think we're fine waiting for the permit to come back and finishing the job in the year so we can realize the 400 extra square feet.
Yes.
So it definitely won't hold up any of the other work, guys.
Okay.
I think we're good on that end. We can literally finish everything on the existing house except the ADU.
This might be a long shot, but our neighbor was talking about this permit process. He was saying that there's 2 women who handle all of the permit requests for the whole Mulholland corridor, like all the way to the ocean. And they're just like totally overworked, but their contractor used to work with these 2 women and like might be able to get it expedited or like pull some strings, whatever. Does that sound crazy, or is that an opportunity I should pursue and see what the deal is?
I don't know what kind of relationship he has with them. Yeah, that is a possibility. Maybe he does have a good connection like that with them where they can push it through for us, and that'd be awesome.
We for sure fall under Mulholland.
I don't know. It's my neighbor, so I assumed.
If I were you, I wouldn't agitate anything over there. Dan, if you architect tells you that it falls under the regulations of the corridor, then let's maybe look at it.
I'll definitely ask my architect where it falls under, but you're right, Sam, because all you need is start agitating over there, and then there's questions you need to ask.
Yeah, they're like, let us see your pipes.
Yep.
We're like, nobody can see our pipes. All right, Dan, we'll follow your lead because I'll agitate anyone I talk to. So I agree. We want that $400,000 of extra square footage. So whatever hoop we have to jump through, especially a hoop that doesn't delay the rest of the project, we'll jump through.
We'll keep chipping away on the other part of the project, and we'll just get the process started.
All right, so then let's move forward, Dan. You'll start figuring out the schedule for the rest of the house. Let's just like start hitting the ground running with the rest of the house.
Great. I'll call my architect today. We'll start pricing everything out for you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Dan.
Thank you both for being available. We appreciate you guys talking this out with us.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God.
Some extra costs, some extra time. But the extra time will prevent us from getting in there, which is important.
Annie just won't have an office for a little while, but she'll be so much else.
Yeah,
there's
going to be tons of space.
Yeah, it's going to take a while, but we knew it was going to cost that money.
Just wake me up when it's all over. What did you say?
Okay, I was just saying it's specifically the primary bathroom, which is like going to be my bathroom. I was just so impressed by like how far it's come and like all the selections and how beautiful it's going to be. It reminded me to talk to you about something too, though. You chose black in your bathroom, and I was in this house yesterday. It's kind of so modern farmhouse, like on the nose.
Okay, don't do it.
I thought we should ruminate on that for a little.
Okay, I trust your opinion.
Oh, okay, so I'm really into bringing back chrome, like real shiny chrome with the tile. I feel like the mix of the contemporary with the Spanish is really cool.
Okay, that might sound like I wouldn't care, but I do care. And I've been thinking about how I don't love the gold or the black.
I agree. I think we did something that was kind of trendy, and I don't think we should go that route. Okay, all right. Here we are today. We're not waiting on the permits because we're not going to do the ADU right now, so we can move on with the remodel of the rest of the house. So Dan says, hey guys, going over the scope of work for the entire house, I still feel that the best place to continue is with the bathrooms. It's best to get the bathrooms wrapped up before any kind of finish work is done around it. I highly recommend we finish the bathroom first and work our way out. I'm currently working with my window and door supplier to see what they can do for us. Do we know roughly when we could expect to have our plumbing and electrical finishes for the bathrooms? I should have some prices / availabilities for the doors and windows soon. If so, we can start back up as early as this coming week on the house. So Dan is saying no work until we get the finishes for the bathroom. Once we have that, he can start within the week, and then it'll take 2 weeks. It's just a lot of waiting. It's really not even Dan's fault. Unless there's other stuff he could be doing, but let's take his word for it. Based on what he's saying here, he could also start on the doors and windows. I wish that we had gotten that started. He can't do the doors and windows because we don't have the doors and windows. But we've been asking him even just for an initial bid of what it would cost to do the doors and windows. Like, we haven't even signed off on his bid for the doors and windows yet. Because he can't find a door and window supplier. Because I imagine we have to choose the doors and windows, then he knows the size to like frame everything. So he can't do anything until we choose doors and windows. So if we want to speed things up a bit,
maybe we should find a doors and windows supplier.
We tried ourselves to no avail.
It's
It's just a lot of waiting.
It's
just
a lot of waiting. I'm frustrated because I want to get going, and my honest instinct is to like blame it on someone. You know what I mean? That makes me feel better. I'm gonna point my frustration like at Dan and like, this is your fault. But like, if we don't have the stuff, he can't do the thing. And like, I get it.
Yeah.
And it's not your fault that we don't have the stuff. And then you're left with your frustration and nowhere to put it.
It's a bunch of different people's faults.
And so we just have to go.
Nama.